What's up, everyone? How are y'all today? Happy Saturday Morning Live 39. I am not quite hooked up all the way correctly quite yet. But I will be in just a second. Hope y'all are doing well. What is going on with everybody today? Let me check this feed. Good morning. What's going on, y'all? Okay, let's get rid of this, turn it off, save the battery. I realized that I had my remote battery here. I've been meaning to ask you guys, and I go back over some of my videos, but like right now I'm running on my main mic, which is great for right here. Of course, I have to switch now to this, but I didn't know whether or not it would work like, you know, this and then like in past videos, if you've noticed, you like this mic better, just all the way across the board, which could be done easily, but I kind of like having this mic. I think this one sounds better, honestly, if I'm sitting here at the desk. So I may just keep switching back and forth. Zoom in. Thank you. Oh, yes, we got to do the light. I know y'all probably said something. There we go, Lock Force. Assemble. Thank you. Yeah. Lock Force assemble. Hope everybody's doing well. I know a lot of places have some crappy weather going on right now. Ours is coming up to 55 today, they say. 55. Now I feel like I got this. 55 degrees, sunny outside, so it is not bad here. I really feel for some of you guys up north. Sorry. Yeah, that's better. Except when I put a picture up, then I'll have to do that. All right, well, I'm going to run through the comments, see who's here. We are going to try to keep this, what are we trying to do today? We are going to try to keep this actually at an hour. I've got a few things I've got to do in shop. I've got some videos that I have to attend to, and I need to get that all taken care of, really, over goofing off in live, but you never know what's going to happen, so whatever. It's just going to be a thing. And at some point, I'm going to hook this thing back up, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to read back over the comments. Everything's squared away. Hope everybody's doing well. Better be doing well. Let's see. Pick your feet up. Oh, never mind. If there was only another dongle, yes, we have a bunch of dongles. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute. However, it is all required. I have not found another way to do it. And I've got a 12-foot USB extension cable going out there. Hey, Bob. I've got a 12-foot extension cable. That was Bob. Bob. Where'd Bob? Oh, we missed Bob. Bob the haircutter from up the street. Yeah, 12-foot extension cable, Elgato cam link, purchased last night. Thank you for watching our videos and dealing with advertising that'll help pay for things like that. Hopefully that camera will work out. I'm still not sure about the Elgato. We're going to check out the lag. That's the biggest thing I'm concerned about, is a lag, because it's a 12-foot cable with USB extension, and then another 10-foot cable that I have. So like, I've got a 20-foot reach. We could go outside with that camera and just set up the tripod. I wish there was such a. I wish there was a. Okay, Speedy Gonzalez. Wish there was an easier way to do it, short of just going straight live from my phone. But of course, we have stuff that we have to talk about, and I like having multiple camera angles. I'm just sitting here talking on and on. Let me say hi to everybody. Good morning, West, Night Owl, Rune, as always. Story Lock, Robert, good morning, and just gonna quickly scan over the comments. Y'all were talking about cables and stuff. Ronald Williams, good morning, Billy Bob, Lock Pickings Gal. Lex, good morning. Frank. Frank's not here today. Frank's not here today. We have a mellow day today. It's mellow. No Frank. We don't need that stress today. Don't need that. Maybe next week, but I don't know. Yes, thank you for a reminder. Hit that thumbs up if you have not done so. Like, just zoom out of the chat, and if you're on a phone, then click that thumbs up button. I would appreciate it. You make a YouTube video with the iPhone. Yep, no problem. You just you can do like iMovie. That's probably the easiest one because it's already on your iPhone. I use other programs like Filmmaker Pro, which I paid for, and a hell of a lot of cables to do this, but run. You can do it. Yeah, you can just go straight and upload it straight to YouTube. That's actually how I kind of got started on YouTube. Was I had a bunch of videos on my phone that I wanted to get rid of, but I didn't want to get rid of them, and I wanted to be able to access them like from anywhere, so that I started uploading like just dog videos and stuff as private videos, and then I did some lock videos that I wanted to remember, and then I was like, well, I'm just going to make these public. And next thing you know, here we are. And Peter Fox, good morning. Anthony, what is up? AR Galaxy, yeah, you can use that too. But yes, to go live straight from your phone, you have to have 1,000 subs, like Room just said. And it's you know, even after you get that, there's still a lengthy wait sometimes. Sometimes it's automatic. I don't know, certain features like that. That feature may actually go automatically, but it's getting sketchy in the YouTube world, guys. Surprised that last video I uploaded. If you haven't seen it, go watch it after this live. Surprised it hadn't gotten flagged or something yet. I took that chance. Bart's still using, hey, good morning, Bart. Using VHS. Be kind, rewind. Palm guy. I've got a Palm Pilot, an M505 actually. It was awesome. It was the first color Palm Pilot that was out on the market. It's actually here somewhere. I had I think it was a 500, and then the 505, and then there was like a 525. Expandable memory option at a 16 megabyte. No, what was it? 32 megabyte, 16 megabyte card? Several of those. I was balling. Good morning. Good morning, James. What's up? Dave, how are you? Let's see. I'm almost down to the end here. I think it may have jumped. Still summertime. Yeah, still a little bit summertime. I've seen a lot of people overseas mentioning that it's yucky. Australia, I think Doubt said it was raining and stuff yesterday during his. So, good morning, Daphne. I say, hey, Chef, good morning. What's up, DD? How are you? Ryan? Funky Monkey, good morning. John Crawford, I noticed all you had posted on the giveaway. I spent like 5 minutes trying to figure out what a GAW giveaway. Yeah, and that's another thing I don't like at all. I don't like putting giveaway in the title of a video because it draws out everybody who may or might not even have care, and you know, stuff like that. It's, you know, even though it's 100, some people just want to win. Some people just want shit for nothing, Frank. And I hate doing giveaways. I mean, I like somebody getting it, but I always feel bad. It's like I feel really good for that person that wins, but I feel really bad for everybody else that doesn't win. So I hate doing giveaways, so that's why I don't do them more often. I actually did 2 or 3 different giveaway videos yesterday, some pre-cut keys. And see, that's one of those things where it's like, literally there's only a handful of you guys who may actually use those for a purpose, who are getting into locksmithing or whatever, and that's kind of what I was going to gear that video for. But if I go and I put giveaway in the title, people will just be like, yeah, I want them. Send them to me because I want something. And my chair sounds like it's kicking a puppy or something. Wait, where's that squeak coming from? Right there. Okay. Let's just shoot it. Let's just shoot some lube. Shoot some lube up the underside there. It's driving me crazy. Sorry, you probably didn't hear it. Did I have the wallet? Oh, actually, I had a leather case that the Palm Pilot went in with the pin, you know, and it slipped up in there. And on the other side, I could have swore I actually had that sitting up here somewhere to do a joke video about. But yeah, it had the little pockets in the leather case. That was a shiznit back then, man. So, yep, there's a method to that. Good morning, PDX Lockpicker, Secure Tech Locksmith. What up? I'm going to go, Mr. Hooligan, good morning. I'm going to go shut that door because trucks are getting loud out there. Is everything is bulbous today. Good morning, Pete Wood. Fine, how are you? Fred, good morning. Everything's bulbous today. Yes, I actually just took that screwdriver out to my truck and put it in my thing. So let's go up front and do a couple of things real quick. And I gotta come back. So we'll switch to this thing. So really right now I'm gonna switch to this camera, and this is what we're testing out. This is my GoPro running, I think 1080, but YouTube drops my lives to 720 for some reason. So also, all my videos are done 1080, by the way. It's just a reminder, if y'all watch my videos, and I have done a video reminder at the beginning, this applies to most everybody's videos. If you're watching a video and you think to yourself, damn, this is crap, and you're running on a good stream, good internet, good Wi-Fi or whatever, go to that top corner and hit the thing and set your quality to the highest possible. Because I'm doing, all my videos are 1080, so this is a reminder. If you're looking at a video and I'm showing something like those keys, for instance, may look really crappy, because the, YouTube, depending on where you're at, kicks it down to like, I've seen it kick mine down to, what, 280p or something. So make sure and set, when you're watching my videos, make sure your silly YouTube settings are set correctly. But here we go. We're going to go check this camera out. I'm going to glance at the comments real quick. Peter Fox, good morning. You had to go. Aw. Bye, Peter. Good morning. Good morning and bye. What was my first job as a locksmith? Did you ever want to quit? Oh, yeah. That's a good topic. Remind me when I come back. We got to go up front and do something. The people who assemble the AE locks get to win an apprenticeship. Yeah. The little gear icon, is that what that is? I thought it was the 3 dots. Well, but you're probably on your phone, so you probably know. I'm not doing this on 4K. I do not. I just did a video in 4K just because I thought the quality is good, but for what I was doing it for. And, that reminds me, Black Friday TV prices are pissing me off, because I bought a TV last year for our bedroom, and now that same TV is both crap and as expensive as, it just pisses me off every year, Frank. Let's go, okay, here we go, switching up front. So 1080p, 30 frames per second is, which you can't choose that, but just choose 1080p. All right, El Gato. I need to sip a drink too. Oh, I'm gonna have to my mobile mic. That's not good. I almost forgot that. Let me plug it in for a second. I don't know why I was so horrible in not doing my charging like I was supposed to. There's so many things I guess I have to deal with now. I forgot to charge the mobile mic, but I can probably get some juice out of it here. Let's power it up and switch mics. And we'll go see how much of a lag this has. On, off. On, check mic. All right, that looks like it is going through. So let us go ahead and see about video lag. Yeah, 480p. It's just, I don't know why it kicks it down. I guess it's because your connection is trying to make you stream as low as possible to save on their servers, probably. Vacants in 4K. See, now when I get when I get a good one, I'm going to do some 4K stuff for sure. TV says 1080. Mic's good. Sounds good. Let's go. check this lag and see what's going on. And the best way to do that is for me to get in front of the camera right here. I'm kind of camera shy, y'all, but if I sit here and talk and move like this, hey, what's up, probably will tell you whether or not it is lagging or not. But the best thing about this, well, the worst thing. The best thing about this, the worst thing is somebody's about to take my parking spot. We can see them on camera do it there. Is the wide angle. This was mainly what I was going for because it's got such a wide angle of view right there. Let's go back over here and see. Yeah. Hey, ladies, there's extra parking across the street if you need somewhere to park. Yeah. Not gonna say it, but I was gonna grab my tool bag. I forgot to get this out. So hold on, you probably can't hear me. They're not closed. They stopped being open on Saturday. They stopped being open on Saturdays, I think.
Saturday.
Yeah.
But they're open every other day. What time do they open in the morning?
8 to 5:30.
Thank you.
Yeah. Ow! That hurt. Probably would have been gone all day too. Okay, so definitely can hear. Noticeable lag, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Fisheye like the one. Yeah, it does have a little bit of a fisheye. Too dark. That is probably because of it hurts when I do that. Sorry about that. Oh, slamming the door. Sorry about that. Wait. Oh, yeah, when I hit my hand. Yeah, I gotta watch out for that corner. It moves every so often. So it does have a little bit of a fisheye, and a little bit of a lag. And I don't know if I'm entirely happy with that. I would not be happy with it as a main camera. And that's kind of what I was thinking about doing, but it is pretty dark. Let's turn it around and face inside because I think that is, honestly, I think that's the GoPro picking up the light from outside and causing an issue. Or, I mean, we could actually go outside. Hold on. We can actually go set it up out here if I just don't knock over these things. So yeah, y'all are being guinea pigs, test guinea pigs today. How long of a cord do I have? I could go all the way out here. So I am not gonna be able to see this unless I just, yeah, I can walk back in there. There we go. I wanna see what it looks like. Testing things here, right? It's the only way to do it is when I'm live, so. See, that's much brighter. It's gotta be the reflection. It is a nice day. It's pretty outside. And I really do. I didn't get to my yard stuff last week. And we've got to do it. Got to do it this weekend. Got to do it this weekend. I've been putting it off for at least 3-ish weekends in a row. 4 weekends in a row. I blamed it on the rain. Blame it on the rain for a couple of weekends, but hey, it did not. I can't keep putting it off. So anyway, I got that so that I'd have more reach and I could actually come around also through the shop, and also, I mean, overall, just a wider view, and I could probably set it to super view. I'm not going to do it while it's streaming. But the only thing is I'm dragging around an expensive connector right there. But ideally, I was going to stick this cord up permanently, run it like over here somewhere. That way, while I'm doing shop videos, you know, I can just have this cord permanently run over, and then the USB dongle will go somewhere in this area, which will give me enough room to pull the thing out. So I think that'll work. Maybe for videos, maybe not so much for, well, I don't know how I'm going to use it. I don't know if I want to keep it or not. So waving, you know, I'll ponder it. I'll go back over this footage after we upload and see how it does. Somebody knocked off my wrist coil. Oh, shoot, see, there goes that expensive connector, just hit the ground. I don't know. It's pricey. Pricey for what limited use. I did discover that trying to make the iPhone work with the longer cord does not work at all. It doesn't work at all. Faux show. So anyway, I will go back over that last video for a second, see how it did. Now, I don't want to encourage the city. The city is going to be putting in parking meters. And that's not, in my opinion, the greatest thing in the world. I've got feelings about that. I've got emotions. Some of those beginning locksmith stories. Oh my gosh. The first time you come upon the lady locked out of in her bathrobe. I've had a few of those over the years, actually. One of them was most of them were in fancy-ish neighborhoods, and they'll get locked out in their night robe. So those always kind of throw you for a loop. But well, yeah, honestly, it was the bug houses, stuff like that. This is my first locksmith, my very first one, starting here, because I did some stuff. Hold on. All right. Switching back to this one now. I did. What was I saying? Which thing was I thinking of? The very first one I got to, when I started this job, I already knew how to rekey locks. I knew how to put in a few locks because I had put some in, but not really as a locksmith. But I knew how to rekey locks well and fairly quick from kind of teaching myself at a hardware store that I worked at. Because nobody else, there was nobody else that did it. One guy kind of showed me his pinning kit that was an old Lab 3000s, same style as what I have now, what I use, except it was really crappy, and this was way back. So he was just like, here's how you do it. You take this thing and then do this, and then he laughed when I blew up the cylinder, you know. Typical first time ever touching a lock. But then kind of just did it and just kept doing it, and irritated the manager of the store because I was able to order lock picks actually back then. I can't remember what kind I got, but I convinced her I needed them because we have a lot of Weiser in our area. So I convinced her that I needed the lock picks to take apart Weiser knobs. Of course, you don't have a key. So I got them in, had no clue how to use them before, being able to watch Lock Picking Lawyer pick locks on YouTube or anybody else who has a channel. So I had no idea what I was doing. It came with one little sheet of directions. I don't know. Hold on. knew how to pick lock. Anyway, first job went out, and it had one of those Weiser deadbolts with the double cylinder, the old Weiser with the flat tail pieces. Or they had a bunch of them. It was like 4 doors. And the very first day I started actually here as a locksmith apprentice, the owner was sick and didn't come in that day. So the lady was here, and there was an emergency rekey. Of course, there's always an emergency rekey. So I was just like, I know how to rekey lock, so I'll go do it. And she was just like, okay. Gave me a pinning kit and a couple of handful of things and went out. And I spent way too long, probably just because of nervous jitters or whatever. But the timing at that time, I did not know to throw the tailpiece out. And we had radios, right? we had walkie-talkie type radios, Motorola's, big old antenna, and couldn't get through on it at the time. Anyway, long story short, finally got a hold of the office. I think I called on her landline and found out to throw the bolt out, and that helped. And that was kind of terrorizing because I spent way too long. I can't even remember it now. I'm thinking it was an hour, but it couldn't have been an hour. But I spent way too much time because when I put that deadbolt on, I didn't time the tail pieces, and no matter, I guess at the time I was just so nervous or whatever that I couldn't get them back together. You can always take stuff apart, but you can never get it back together, right? That's why most lock teardown videos, they tear down. They never put them back together. I want to see some people putting locks back together. It's going to triple your video length. I'm going to get my mobile chat up here and go over chat. But really the most like terrifying things were the bugs, the cockroach houses, and I can't think of anything else. I'm going to see what everybody's talking about here. Best way to learn. Yeah, that's how you do it. Everybody's like, did you go to school for this? It's like, yeah, School of Hard Knocks or something like that. School of Hard Knocks. Try again. It may take a minute, but eventually I got it. And, again, it took way too long, but you learn from things like that. You'll never know unless you run into, things don't tell you that. You may see it now, of course, in a video. I'm talking about it, so now you know. Throw the damn bolt out on your deadbolt before you put it back on the door. It will help. Trust me. And it's actually pretty difficult for some people to understand that, but flip it out and then assemble your bolt. It makes it much easier for most hardware. You don't really have to do that on some, but it's just best to do it on all. We have a lock force need here. I need one of these keys, yo. Anybody recognize this Italian key? An Italian gas key. It actually goes on a sailboat. And Kim sent it to me, and I honestly have not compared it. She actually thought about a Y11. Y11 fits anything, right? But I'm sure there's an actual key for that, because our gas key here in the States is the B1, the not bomber, but Briggs & Stratton, yeah, B1 key blank. I meant to close that door up front. Let me go close that door up front. Now that we're not going out front of the camera. Bugging me a little bit. I got a new light in the back. I'm still trying to phase out some of these. One of my fluorescents back here is starting to buzz, and it's a brand new one. It's irritating. So I didn't know if you guys overseas knew if that was a common gas key like ours is a B1. If so, let me know in the comment section which one it is. Looks vaguely like an IN29. Yeah. There's a reverse IN29. Bolt out, key out. That's it. Sergeant locks with wafers. IN29 is Yeah, that was my first thought when I saw that one with the IM29. It may actually work. So, yeah, and that's pretty dang close. Wait, let's see. Closest we would have as Americans. that's the closest match is the IN29. Typically, that was used for like Simplex or D-Tex. One of the two had it used. The Simplex actually had it used for their battery change key. Yeah, but it's thinner. It's actually, when you didn't get a cross section of that, but ours, I'm probably going to have to, if I make that work, I probably am going to have to flatten it because the cross view of that key is thinner. It looks almost like a stamped key. I don't guess it is, but I don't know. I may have to go over some of my, I bet some of my old, I bet you my thing up here in the very back, way back there on the top row, antique car. I haven't really looked through those yet for a match either. There might be one there. Might be one there. There is non-stop people. It's busy out. Non-stop people trying to get my parking spot. I don't know why it's slow today. It's been slow the past couple of days. We had our Fun and Unwrapped the other night, and it kind of got rained out. It was kind of sad because nobody came out. There were a handful of people out, but it was just dead because it was rainy and cold. So that was a bummer. On Twitter, I posted Santa on a Traco front end loader, little whatchamacallit, Bobcat. Yeah, that was pretty sad too. Speaking of Sergeant, I know you were talking about a lock that I sent you, but if y'all saw this. This is a Mortise Lock that I dealt with on Twitter.
You good?
Yep.
All right, we'll see.
Appreciate it. The mail didn't bring anything today. I've done several distributor videos, but I haven't uploaded them or edited them for that matter. I've actually edited a couple, but I haven't finished them out. It was a busy week with orders, and one of the videos I was trying to cut down from like 36 minutes, trying to cut it down a little bit, but yes. And then I kept getting orders, and I kept doing videos, and I kept getting orders, and I kept trying to stock shit, and I hadn't had time to get enough videos out. My video library is light this week, and on top of this, and luckily I had a broke at the very back right here. I got it in a tweezers right there. You can say, wait, no, that was the tweezer picture. Yeah, it's in the tweezers. The whole back of the latch just snapped off and shot the latch out. And most people are like, just replace it. Well, yeah, I was. Number two, this is a long time customer, going back to those other beginning locksmith. He was from back then, and I just told him, I was like, we can just use this latch because I had pretty much a brand new parts lock that was free to me. All I did was take them off doors. Somebody called me and said, I got a bunch of Mortise locks on doors, you want them? Heckin' yes. I went and had to take them all off the doors, but in the end, I was able to use that as a sellable part. It's ugly as crap, but that's honestly the only thing wrong with it was it just snapped apart. It'll probably work for another 3 or 4 years. If he gets 3 or 4 years out of it, he's fine with it. On that note, I don't know if Bobby Keys is here or not, but I was gonna. He just showed up. Hey, Bobby Keys, check this out. Did you see this on Twitter? Speaking of, this is the same customer. That same customer has. Where was my off and then on? Look at that bad boy. I bet you're jelly. I don't know if you saw it on Twitter, but you were jelly of that sucker. I bet you anything. And that's the small ones. He had 2 of those and 2 big that are that height, but big wide machines with computer interface and all this other stuff. 3D printers. Fancy 3D printers. So we talked about it for a while with him. Hold on. I'm going to get dumbass. Go shake my cane at somebody. So yeah, he showed me something that came out of it, and it was amazing work. And I said, did you have to do any like touch up or scraping or anything. I don't know what all you have to do with some of yours. He's like, no, just rinse it off. It's like, oh. And it was a body part, I should say. It's a medical thing. So that was pretty neat to see that thing. I wish I would have seen him in action. He says it does take like 24 hours because he has to build up a whole, like he has to build a whole layer to do them. So. Oh, speaking of sergeants, while we're on the topic of sergeants, I would like to take this opportunity to have a somewhat of a commercial break, right? So, yeah, commercial break. This is not sponsored by this, but did I put my... Yeah, I did. Okay. So, the other day I went to the website lockreference.com because guess what I needed? I needed sergeant pinning sheets. If you've ever pinned up a 6300 removable core style lock, you need a pinning chart. It's not like just pinning up a regular cylinder you can do off the top of your head. You can if you do it a lot, but it'd be still difficult to do. And I needed pinning charts for Sargent removable core 6300 cylinders that we actually talked about. I had them on the counter up there. And I have in the past gone and downloaded it from various sources. I've got a file, in my documents folder. I don't know why I just didn't go to my documents folder. To get the file off of that, to do the sheets, to chart it out. I hated those sheets so bad. I hated them so bad. They were kind of hard to understand. So I went to lockreference.com and scrolled through their area with, let's see, where was it? Locks, and then, let's see, cores and cylinders. This is how I went, but there's actually, I noticed two ways to go through. Tools was this one, pinning and decoding worksheets. There's another way to get to this page as well, but I just noticed this when I was on here a minute ago. I didn't go this way, but here's your pinning sheets and your worksheets. So let's go with the 6300 pinning worksheet. I clicked on that and downloaded it after studying how he did this sheet and wrapping my head around getting away from that other sheet from Sargent directly, which is kind of horrible to use. I really liked using this one as well. So if you have a need of anything, that Tyler and Night Owl and a handful of other people are always adding stuff to this. So this sheet I might add, and I don't want to say go do this, but I would do this like next time I need this. I think I'm going to take the time to duplicate this when you have master key situations and you don't have just one, because I didn't want to print a whole page of every one. So what I was going to do was copy paste just the chart and then do a page with multiple ones of those, so that you could print that first page as a guide, and then your second page could have just a bunch of those side by side, because as you go through, so you have master key 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you got to have a chart for each one. You don't have to. Usually what I did and did here in this case was just drew it out on the paper and just made my extra lines. But if I had a lot more to do, I would print it out and like throw it in a program and make a duplicate, just a whole page of nothing but the thing, so that you could chart it out. That would help. But anyway, that's what I did, and it helped. So if y'all have a need for anything lock related, let me go back to the website there. Oh, wait, we're on the wrong page. There we go. And there's a ton of information on that, and just the library door closers. Everything is added in here. If there's no information, he does at least have links to specific manufacturers' websites as well. So, yep. Don't forget this is an excellent lock reference for your daily lock needs. Anyway, that's the end of our commercial break. Thank you for watching that. And we are going to move on now to looking at, what was that last thing I had up? Oh, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this real quick. It's 11:40. We got time to talk about some crap. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I had a catch in my throat. I don't know what caused it. Yeah, milling machine. Frank makes, oh Lord. Oh my gosh. All right, Frank. I don't even want to know. That's crazy. I'm not sure. I have emotions about that now. It's a fake Frank. You're gonna have to report the fake Frank. We're gonna need some proof. So anyway, this was a Walmart. I don't know what this is, y'all. I know one thing. It ain't a 1-inch deadbolt. Can't be. I mean, I can see a lot of re-drills coming up too, because that's going to need a 2 1/8 inch faux show. And I know 2 1/8 inch is standard, but it was not standard back in the day. So I'm going to take a wild guess. We're going to be doing a lot more rebores. We do a lot of rebores for ADT and stuff when they come out with their silly locks, because they don't know how, or thank goodness don't try to. But yeah, I don't know what the heck that is. It looks plastic, but it says it's stainless steel. I find it extremely hard to believe that all of it's stainless steel. Extremely. Just crapshooting there, you know. I don't think it is. I guess we'll find out. I'm not going to spend a dime on that to find out. And go convince lockpicking lawyer to figure it out. He's got all that money to burn on stuff. Master lock. Oh my goodness, y'all. Okay, so the first things first about this. This was some of that. What was this? This is some of that crap that I talked about on Twitter. I forgot to do the crap I talked about on Twitter thing, but yeah, I still have not gone to really research what this thing is. I don't know. Some people were talking about encryption and stuff on Twitter. Started going a little bit over my head, but I don't know why you think you want to add something to an access control system. If it was, back the hell off my access control systems. That doesn't need to be, maybe if it's just a standalone, I guess, as for what that is. On those access control systems, maybe that don't have the tracking, that people just wanted it, which they should have bought it to begin with, but it's neither here nor there. I have put in non-trackable access control systems where it's just a buzzer to let them in. So presumably that does something else for it. But the image, and I know a lot of you guys don't do access controls, or if you've ever messed with these things, let me tell you something. The image that they used, it might be probably a perfect case scenario because it's never, ever, ever like that. There's this thing called a dust cup in there that conveniently gets in the way of anything, and that looks like a pretty large piece of stuff to shove up your hole. And that it's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen with every single brand new door I've seen in the last 10 years has a dust cup. And they are getting shallower. And the strike manufacturers started going shallower with their strikes because of that. It's not that easy. Not that easy. Oh, just stick this big plastic thing up the hole and be done with it. No. I don't care what it does. Number one, the name of the company who's putting it out. Number two, you're not going to, you just back off my access control system. You ain't going to stick your, nope. Do not shove things up your frame hole. Dang it. Harbor Freight lock that rusted over in 4 to 5 months. Yeah, I've had to do some trailer locks that were a pain in the butt. It's not stainless, and you shouldn't make it out of stainless. Yeah, plus it lasts Walmart in your home. Stainless plastic. Yeah. There's a product called Berkeley. There's a retrofit Bluetooth adapter that allows the smartphone control and back-end management over already installed electric strike. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I can see it, I guess, if you had just a buzzer system and you wanted to add to it, maybe. I'm going to have to check it out. I'm going to see what it does. I clicked on the link, but I never really investigated it. Shoving things up your whole vibrators. Just everyday locksmith terminology. Yep. Oh, hey, we got a phone call. Hello, phone call. SE lock and key. No, sir, we don't. Lastly, just because it was a picture I had on my phone, I actually haven't taken a whole lot of pictures this week. It's just mostly freaking unboxing video. Mostly unboxing videos. This is the state of our streets, and I bring this up because we've got a customer that a good customer also that goes back the 20 whatever years I've been doing this, who has a business right beside this, and as I was going there the other day, it's like there's no way across the street without doing this, and this just is infuriating to see that, because I believe that may have been a cut through from the city at one time, and then they just left it as crap. So little things like that drive me crazy. Crazy! Ah! Anyway, 11:49. I promised you guys that we would be short today, and we are going to be short today. Let me think about, what was that? I was going to talk about something else. Oh, yes, the vibrator video. And I don't know why I hadn't thought about it, but we're going to do more tests on that. Now that I've shown y'all my vibrator, I can do more tests. And I don't know why I've never have. I've got a spare container that the stuff is solidified in, and I don't know why I've never thought about that. I've never tried that. And if you look at that under a microscope, if you've seen some of my in-screen videos, there's one of them that has a close-up view. It's like little curlicues of brass. It may actually work pretty well. We're going to find out. SE lock and key. Good. I do not have anybody available. I'm sorry. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna try that brass. I might try a couple of different things. The brass. Somebody said pins. However, they're coated, so it's gonna get it dirty, and then it have to be washed. I don't know. If you have any ideas, post them here, because I go back over my chat. So definitely trying the brass, finely shaved brass. This is the finely shaved brass, And I think maybe the next time I'll try pins. You know, I've actually got nickel silver as well. So instead of brass, I could do nickel silver because I cut on my awesome machine. I could separate the nickel silver, so I could actually do brass shavings. And I have some Schlage keys that are uniform, as in they're all spotted almost identically the same, just from sitting in a box for 30 years. So I think that would be a good medium because they're pretty much all the same. Those Baldwin keys were wildly erratic. So what I might do is a video, might start on it today. I don't know if I have enough vibrating time left in the day. But yeah, we're gonna experiment with that. And when I was on Lock Reference earlier as well, some of his blog posts, one of them was about cleaning keys. I had a need to go to the site. Anyway, long story short, on the Lock Reference, if you have a need for downloading paperwork or stuff like that, great job, Tyler, Night Owl, all you guys who've contributed to that for sure. Lever handle was hooked on a storm door and the customer couldn't open the door. I saw something come across, what was it, Twitter? The master lock knobs are good, and I've done a video on that, and actually I've sell master lock. I'd much prefer even the Wiser, you know, they're quickset. They're made a little nicer. The master lock knobs have thinner brass. They don't have quite the same weight, you know, the feel. But overall, I would almost prefer the installation is the best. I really need to talk to LSDA, y'all. I'm gonna start a what is it? A GoFundMe petition, Groupon, something or other to make LSDA get us back regular latches. Regular latches, because they're deadbolts. Every time I put one on, the plate doesn't fit right, and I'm gonna start a Groupon petition, whatever those things are called. But master lock doorknobs are actually pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with them. Yeah. Well, good morning, Jerry B. What's up? PDX. I don't know if I said hey earlier. So yeah, we're gonna do the video on that. I may start some of it today, and I imagine I won't have to use, like, it won't have to tumble as long because it'll be like scratching it up. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. In the meantime, I will have a couple of distributor unboxings. I know those are some kind of corny to some of y'all, but I'm gonna do it. It's just stuff we do in the shop. So I also saw a random comment on Reddit about how they don't support YouTube locksmiths. It's just blah, blah, blah. I felt bad for a minute, and then I didn't. I need to turn this back on, don't I? Because I'm going to move around for just a minute and go check out the front camera one more time. Let's switch it around real quick. I'm going to wrap it up. I just can't decide whether I want to use this camera or not, y'all, because it's just, it gives me a great, I'm actually behind the computer just kind of looking to see, why is it that way? Yeah, it's on. And this view is pretty much the widest. I don't think it's the widest. I think I left this on wide. There is a super view angle as well. And the only thing that has me impressed about it is the length. The length. Yes, another thing. I'm going to be getting some of those buttons out. I don't know when I'm going to do the giveaway for the thing. It's too soon to do the giveaway because I kind of let it run for a couple of days. So I may just do an announcement or a community post or something tomorrow, or just pin a post with whoever won that. So I gotta decide on that part for the international. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. It's very important to pay attention to certain things. So I'm just gonna decide. I don't know why I bowed out like that. Let's tweak these settings real quick. While I'm here, configure video brightness. Ooh, hey. Okay, that's nicer. Okay, so I can do your basic things from in the app, which is not really necessary. I just don't know. I gotta decide whether it's worth it, really, you know. That'll be my guinea pigs. Yeah, it might go back. I could almost buy a TV. I could almost buy a TV for the cost of that stupid little connector. I mean, technically, I could buy a TV. I could set myself up a nice professional thing back here with a with a TV screen and be all professional. That reminds me. Last thing. And I didn't talk about it last week, was the future, which was the title of last Saturday, Saturday 38. The future of, I'm trying to decide about 2020 Saturday Morning Live. And that was what I was going to talk about last week, but we got all boom-bozzled with a GM10 cut. So if you want to know how to take apart a GM10 cut, go back on Saturday 38. We went over that. Whatever I changed, the light's gone. I didn't change anything, Wes. It just disappeared by my Yoda force, right? Yoda forced it to change. Oh, that's right. We have a Santa hat for Yoda we've got to bring up here. Try crushed walnuts. Yeah, that was in that thing, GQ Man. What's up? Good morning, GQ Man. That corncob media is kind of what that is. I think it's very similar. I don't know. Definitely trying the brass. I can probably come up with something else to put in there. We'll see. Do you have might be a night setting, need additional lights? I'm gonna run back over the comments real quick. I'm glad that everybody tuned in today. We were actually way on time today, and that's good. That's good, right? We really didn't have very good beginning Locksmith stories. Now, last thing, I know some of you guys have sent me emails. Okay, so I've got some emails holding. If you sent me emails and you haven't replied, I do go back over. It's just a matter of me really trying to come up with the best way to answer it, really. Because I've been asked a lot about business advice. I've been asked a lot about all sorts of stuff through email, which is fine. But sometimes I don't, like immediately reply. And then days like Sunday, I'll be hopefully lounging, but I'm not gonna be lounging tomorrow unless it rains tonight, y'all. Hope it rains tonight so I don't have to do the yard. But anyway, long story short, if you send me an email and I haven't replied back, then I eventually I'm bad about emails, and I do get a lot more than I used to. So that just makes me twice as bad. But I do go back. I do see all the emails just because I haven't replied. Absolutely doesn't mean that I don't. If I don't see it, Kim notifies me. So I have a double hit most of the time. And I read it. So if there is an email that you're expecting a reply from and it's been several months, shoot me another one if you had a question about something. But I have read them. And the ones I have not replied to in the past couple of weeks, yes, it's because you've really kind of given me an idea on how I want to focus things. And I don't know about the Saturday morning lives. I know I want to continue doing them. I'm fine with doing them, even though I jokingly on Twitter made, hair pulling out. It is rather difficult to set up with. Days like today was fine because we didn't have any customers in. Hopefully there will be customers. I don't know why it's so slow out today. It was crazy after I shut off live last week. It was crazy all afternoon, so you just never know. Sometimes it's dead, sometimes it's busy. So I don't mind. I never minded doing Saturday morning lives. I just am holding my coffee down over here. Stay. I don't want you guys to get bored with them, and I want to try to be able to produce new, good content. So sometimes I feel like today I didn't have a whole lot to talk about lock-wise, except for showing you a picture of a sergeant lock. And yes, ideally I have things like, cutovers where I'm do videos, and I kind of do those as I have time too. But sometimes I just need a mental break, and I've been playing City Skylines. I don't want to do them less frequently. So I got rid of Wednesday Live because that was way too much. So, we're definitely going straight through to 40, what was it, 45, 46, 45 or 46. Definitely going straight through the year unless a natural disaster happens. But I'm trying to reformulate. As always, the Saturday morning live started off as Saturday Shops Organizating Saturday, where I'd record myself just doing stuff, and I didn't like uploading an hour-long video. And now we have Lock Force. And Lock Force is definitely not going away. I need a creative spurt. I don't know. I just need to find a video person around here. I need a direct teammate to help me with video things and audio things. But I don't want to pay them. That's the problem. That's the problem. So anyway, that's just something I was pondering the last one. I actually should go back and change that last Saturday morning live, Saturday 38, to GM10 cut, and change this one to new camera. Do you think you will ever get enough brass to look like a security camera? Yeah. The GoPro does kind of look like that. I mean, and I've done videos where I have it sitting up on the table up there. And that way, if I'm doing stuff like around the shop, like a time lapse type thing, that comes out good for that. Okay. Yeah, so having it like way up in the corner might be a good, I don't know. And one thing we didn't try was doing dual cameras. That really gets you in trouble with the video feed sometimes. So I'm not going to do it in this video. I guess, I don't know. We'll let you know. Emails are a very high commitment. Yeah. Would the brass round off each other if it's running with its own brass bits? That's another thing. And that's why I want to try it. I want to see what's going to happen. I want to see if the brass will do some weird stuff to it. Probably I'm not going to I'll probably, like I said, use those Schlage keys. I don't know how I'm going to do that because I don't necessarily I don't think it'll hurt them. Famous last words, right? But we're going to find out about that. So I'm going to start a little process on that. Definitely to see if brass shavings will kill some keys. Yeah, we'll find out about that. I'm thinking it'll just get them all scratchy. And actually, the nickel silver, the Schlage keys are nickel silver, and the brass is brass. So if I use brass for nickel silver, it's softer. So I don't know. We'll see. But no, Saturday morning live will not be going away, contrary to whatever weird rumors are not out there, because that would be weird. But I need another creativity spurt to keep this going. I do hope y'all enjoy it, and I do appreciate everybody who tunes in. As always, just Saturday morning live for whatever I come up with. Wasn't a whole lot of locksmith stuff today, but I can't think of a whole lot else besides happy weekend, Oh, did you say? You probably saw this on Twitter. I found some signs. There's the phone number, but don't call them. I don't want the dude to come up here. Give me my signs. No, you stuck them in public property. They ain't your signs anymore, homeboy. So yeah, I got a bunch of steaks. Those are really good quality steaks too. So I'm going to donate those to our community thing that uses them for meetings. They put them out and then responsibly come back and take them away. F guys that do this crap. I hate people like that. In fact, I just saw 2 more. I walked all the way up and down the street that morning, Friday morning, and picked all those out. And then when I was driving like 4 blocks that way, which is, I walk to the bank, which is a little ways that way, but it's a little bit more ways. I don't ever walk that way unless there's an event at the hospital. But I saw 2 more down there. So I'm going to get those 2. I know somebody on Twitter, because this is a somewhat popular local post on Twitter, but I know somebody's going to be like, hey, Jason, you forgot to. I didn't forget them. I just have not wanted to walk all the way down the street to get them. Don't try it with graphite. Don't worry. Don't worry. I've got half a bottle of graphite left, and I'm saving it for a very special occasion. Very special occasion. BB gun BBs, you know, I think when I first got that thing, it's been a long time, but when I first got that, I want to say I thought about using those, but you know, some of that stuff actually gets it dirtier. And that's what I was kind of, that's probably why I've never done it, because I think I may have used something one time, some kind of metal media, and it's weird, but it'll like coat, it'll like take the, like BBs, some of them have like copper in there, and that copper will actually jump from the BB onto your metal and like venom, you know, and mess up your keys. So definitely going to use keys that I don't mind messing up for it. We'll see. Change the signs to free and put them back out. Yeah, that's a good one. Free mattresses, free mattresses. Call this guy and harass him. Oh, hey, Machine J, Lockpicking, what's up? Welcome to Saturday Morning Live. You got here just in time for us to say adieu. Adieu. Farewell. Lock Force. Disassemble. Thanks again for joining in, everybody. Y'all have a great weekend. Again, I'm going to go vibrate some brass, I guess, and ponder life while I wrap up some videos that I've had going on. So I hope y'all have a great weekend. And as always, I don't know if we Lockpicking Patrolman or Night Owl, anybody's going to be doing a live, but watch out for their channel. I don't know if they have a plan to do any of that today, but if so, you can go ahead and post. Let me know, Night Owl or LPP, if either one of y'all are going to do your live. Definitely let everybody know. That way I can mark my thing, because when I'm videoing, sometimes my notifications won't show up. So it's like, I don't ever know. So that's frequently why I don't get a chance to join in on some lives, because I'm actually doing videos at the same time, because I leave here at 4. So because we're not gonna do our dark. It's gonna rain. Doing some metal casting today. Ooh, I'm jelly. I hear there's a publisher that's got some books on metal casting. Shameless plug. Now you know that. And I honestly have not even taken my book home. I have not this week looked at my own book. I'm going to go through it and flip through it. But I still am going to actually, what day is today? What day are we on? In about a week, I'm going to be getting a shipment of books in, and there's a handful of you guys that are going to be privy to it. And I know some of you have already ordered your own. But, yes, and then we'll probably do we'll probably do a giveaway as one of them. Anyway, speaking of giveaways, good luck on that international one. Right, and I hope somebody wins, and I hope everybody's not mad at me because you don't win. But, Lockpicking Patrolman will be on. Okay, so tune in to Lockpicking Patrolman's channel. Regular time is for him, 2, 3 o'clock, something like that. 3 o'clock, 2 hours from now. That's 2 to 3 or 3 to 4. But you're an hour ahead of me, so for me that's 2 to 3. So yes. Make sure and hit that smash button, hit that like button, hit that thumbs up button as you're leaving, as you're shutting down YouTube. To go have a great day, because you are gonna have a great day. Thanks again. Hey Kevin. Hey Ronald. All y'all who I missed, Tim, I can't remember if I said hey to y'all. Scan back over the comments real quick, and we are going to tap out. Lock Force, disassemble. Yep. Shutting it down, just turn it right back on. Y'all have a great weekend. We'll catch you next video.